I would like to drive for somebody else in the beginning, get the experience on the road. I know that the classroom can differ a little bit between the classroom versus
A lot different.
over the road. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe 6 months, a year in, you know, focus more on like an over the road owner operator status.
Right.
That would be like short, long term. I'd
Sure.
very much like to be my owner operator.
How you doing, everyone? Start CDL channel, Project Mile Zero. Today we have Vince. Vince, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. Are you from Italy?
No, I'm Italian, but I'm American. Born and raised here.
So you're American Italian.
Italian American, yes sir.
Yeah. Your grandparents or parents came here?
My great grandparents came over from Italy.
So how long ago it was? Like
About 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
Actually, I just came back from a trip to New York.
Okay.
I went to Ellis Island and I searched up my name.
Okay.
And I saw my roots, the original 11 ancestors of mine that came over from Italy.
Well,
Almost 100 plus years ago now.
any famous person in your family that you know of? Oh, okay.
No, not that I know of. It'd be kind of cool though. Maybe down the road I meet somebody.
Right. Do you have your grandfather was come here, and who he was? Like you told me he was like part of.
So about 100 years ago they came over from the midsection of Italy.
Okay.
From what I understand, that side was Costa Nostra. So long time ago. And set up shop in South Philadelphia.
You never like get yourself idea to find out what exactly he did.
No. It's a secret up until now.
Right.
It was something in the family that was never really spoken about.
Okay.
I never met my grandfather.
So your parent does not know any information either, right?
Not so much, no.
Wow. It's interesting. Like, what you do for a living now?
So right now I work in logistics. I work at a warehouse at a fulfillment center. Fulfillment is huge in the U.S. right now. Of course, the rise of Amazon, e-commerce.
Right.
But right now I'm at Target distribution, so working internally, behind the scenes kind of thing.
Right. So you know the industry already, like
Yes. Logistics, just making the deliveries on time, getting everything out in a timely fashion is definitely important.
There's a way to grow. Like he wants to see what's the truck driver do. Like they make a little more money than you guys are. That's good. So what you did in the past, like before that?
Before logistics, I did a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I bounced around quite a bit.
Okay.
Right out of high school, I actually used to do detailing.
Okay.
Automotive detailing. So it was always a love working on cars, working around cars, vehicles. Definitely have a passion for that in itself.
Right. Believe it or not, we just did the detail on the truck and we paid $450 just for clean up truck inside.
Wow.
It was not that dirty, but it's a lot of money, you know.
It is.
So you can clean 3 trucks a day and make like your $1,300 a day.
It's definitely good money.
Inside only.
Inside only, really.
Yeah. So there's not too many working involved. So
it's true. It's hard to find people too for good detailing.
Yeah, it's almost impossible. Today's day, there's like employees like kind of like home. So, what's your plan?
So right now, I just started with the CDL program.
Okay. How long ago you started?
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
Yeah.
And where are you at now?
Right now, I'm actually going to be taking my test after our little interview today.
Okay.
So just pre-cab inspection, front, aft, engine, and passenger side.
Do you use online course for that?
Right now, I've been using the book only, but tonight I actually am going to refer to the online.
Yeah, that's the best thing what you need to do. So online course, what we create, that's give you an extra time in home to study and stuff like that. Yeah, use it. Just a little tip for you. When you finish and get your CDL, what's your plan? Like, are you gonna start driving with somebody? Like, you have friends already?
I would like to drive for somebody else in the beginning, get the experience on the road. I know that the classroom can differ a little bit between the classroom versus
a lot different
over the road. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
maybe 6 months, a year in, you know, focus more on like an over-the-road owner-operator status.
Right.
That would be like short, long-term. I'd very much like to be my owner-operator.
Okay, perfect. You know, you can get a diploma for the truck driving part. Like,
really?
You have to go through the course 11 months, and you can get the diploma. With the you're gonna be on the road. You're gonna pay for that, but you basically don't need it.
That's true.
Yeah, so you can get the diploma for be a truck driver. Like you can just do the same around the months period.
Okay.
So if you're gonna drive, like what's first state you're gonna wanna visit, like really bad, like a state, city, maybe you have
somewhere out there just to visit?
Like just, yeah, take a couple days off.
Vegas.
I
love Las Vegas. I would love to drive across the country through the desert and then end up in Las Vegas.
Have you ever been there?
5 years ago.
But something different, like the place where you just heard and never was there. Like what place will it be?
I think somewhere I haven't been yet would be Vancouver.
Vancouver,
British Columbia.
Canada, right? Vancouver?
Yes, it's northwest, so it's a little bit past Seattle.
Okay.
But it requires to drive all the way up the Pacific Coast Highway, all the way up into like the left corner.
I was there. I remember I was a truck driver for 3 years. I was there. Like
I heard it's beautiful.
Nature is beautiful. Like yeah, and not too far there's a Boeing, the manufacturer where all the planes is built.
Oh really?
Yeah. So like, you know, close to Seattle. So I was there. It's gorgeous. It really is. What's your hobby?
Right now, my biggest hobby is music. So I used to sing when I was in school many years ago.
Okay.
So elementary school, middle school, and high school, I was in choir.
Okay.
So music was always a really, really big outlet for me.
You playing any instruments?
I played guitar for a couple of years, but definitely more of a singer.
Okay.
So it doesn't bother me to be behind the lights.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You feel more confident than I am. That's awesome. What's your big picture? Like you want to create a company, or you become a millionaire, like own half of the Philadelphia? What's your big plan?
Well, so I'm 28 now. I'd like to definitely work for someone for the first couple of years. But my big plan would be to become an owner-operator, maybe work or run a fleet service.
Okay.
And do contract-like jobs through Amazon or through Target or Walmart. I think that's where the money is at right now.
Do you think Amazon is going to keep on growing like they doing right now, like, or it's, on some point they're going to stop?
I think that the growth is exponential. I think that they have the potential to get even bigger, but I think that will require integration of contract-like jobs from smaller businesses to work alongside of it. Because if it isn't for the drivers, they would never be what they are.
A lot of companies like stay against to Amazon because they take business away from a company like FedEx, UPS. No, now, but in the past they really stay against it. So I don't know. Yeah, Amazon is really taking business away.
Well, and even if it isn't Amazon per se, I think that they have the effect on the industry to where they can shift the way the future goes for the other industries, other businesses.
Okay.
So other businesses can say, okay, well, if this is the standard that they're at here, we now have to either match or exceed that standard.
Okay.
So I think it can really change the game, but it starts with truck drivers. You need to have drivers.
Drivers is a high demand now. You know, all the products go up because of no drivers. Like 60%, 70% of the price of every product, it's logistics. So if the logistics price go up, the products go up. So yeah, we need to fill that hole as soon as possible because we're going to be in trouble in the future.
Absolutely.
Right. Listen, really thank you here. Yeah, I appreciate you share your idea with us. We really hope to see you in the future when you're just gonna driving by, stop by, like share your video. Maybe you're gonna be, recording your states where you're gonna be driving through. Appreciate it, man.
I would love to come back and do another show.